Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You're not listening to the Mind of an Terrorist Mood. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And right now, we're going to talk about how life works in the Yin Realm. You know what I'm saying? Now, in the Yin Realm, we know, alright, let's not even say the Yin Realm for this perspective, because there's a yin and yang to everything. So in this perspective, we're going to say the inner verse. You know what I'm saying? You got the internal world. So you got the external world and you got the internal world, and both of those have yin and yang. So for this video, we're gonna do we're gonna separate it. Now, things that you're consciously aware of is just things that you could be visibly in front of you. So it doesn't always have to just deal with the light and with these two eyes. Just anything you're consciously aware of. So for that, to say that, what's a dream? Now, this is what a dream actually is. A dream is astral projection, then astral traveling. And you might say, Flight Boss, how the hell did you get astral travel and astral projection out of what you're about to talk about? What is a dream? Because here's why you might have that question. Because everybody got a misconception on what is actual astral projection and astral traveling. Alright, check this out. This is a dream. Now, the external realm is your body, your physical body, right? The internal realm is your soul body. Because remember, to go back to the source, you have to go back spiritually, but you have to move forward energy-wise. You know what I'm saying? Energy goes that way. The spirit realm goes that way. That's why some of the most ancient languages is written in vowels. Without using consonants, and a lot of times it's going backwards. You know what I'm saying? But that's an unbalance. Also, you have to stay in the middle, and the middle is like your soul. Your soul sit in the seat, because everything is frequency, vibration, and energy. So your soul comes from the fluid, the vibration part of it. So it's the middle, right? So a lot of times your flesh may entice your experience to go this way, and sometimes your spirit may entice your soul to go this way. So your soul sit in the seat, right? So what that mean? Look at it like this. You may want to do a lot of pleasures, and you got a lot of shit you want to do on earth, right? Some earth shit and some shit that the pleasure you on earth or whatever like that, right? So that's your flesh enticing your soul, and if your soul part of the vibration, that's your time, your experience, your emotions, your seconds, your movement, your motion, your will to move, motion, and go into a realm of reality and take shape and form of that realm of reality. So that's your body, your flesh enticing the soul. Now your spirit might give you ideas and thoughts to do other shit, or want you to go learn something, or want you to have this idea, or make you have discernment. Or make you have discernment about certain flesh things, like I don't know if you should be doing that, things like that. Boom, that's your spirit forcing your soul to go in this direction. So we know your soul is part of your movement, your motion, your ability to move, because the frequency is just a straight line. It's a line of events. But we know in space is spaces within space. So in the astral plane, we know once you get into another space, you went into something. So your frequency is always taking shape and form, no matter where it go. But the initial state of it is to be that. So it's your line of events, and when it takes shape and form into a realm of reality, you experience that. Now, then it's frequency, vibration, energy. The external realm is based upon the energy. Everything becoming matter, becoming solid, having vessels to be able to express the soul through. You'll be stiff if you ain't had no soul. That's why they say people who don't have no soul, or people who are they real stiff people. You know what I'm saying? People who can't move or whatever like that. People who got dry faces. You know what I'm saying? They think everything too logical. You know what I'm saying? We know the left brain is square, the right brain is circle. So what is a dream? Now, the dream is you stepping into the internal realm. So it's you leaving the physical body with the external realm, and you jumping into your soul. So you left the body, and now you in your soul. So now, in that realm, that's your third eye realm. So that's how you see in that realm. So a lot of people are asleep in their dreams. A lot of people have calcified third eyes, and we're gonna get to that. And a disclaimer: from the day you was born, your third eye and all chakras is automatically lit. So don't let nobody out here, fake conscious people, tell you that it get calcified otherwise, and they was born calcified, and the older you get and the more adult you get, the more, no, you start losing it the older you get, because the older you get, the more you start to understand realms of realities. You start to be under realms of realities and start to conform to those shapes. So you start, and a lot of those realms of realities is they either drain certain chakras, or certain chakras is not qualified or not able to be utilized in those realms of realities. So there's no point in having it. AKA, for an example, if you got a job, but you gotta say you're there's nothing wrong with any job, right? So disclaimer. But say you work as a garbage can man, and y'all drive the truck around every week to pick up everybody's trash, right? But that job don't take for no type of mind, or no type of thought. So right now you're not using your crown chakra. It don't take no type of emotion and feeling. Half of the time you don't even want to be there. So a lot is not even using your third eye chakra. You know what I'm saying? So those chakras not even qualified. So if they are getting used, they're getting drained because you don't want to go. So you emotionally feel like you don't want to go. So the third eye chakra getting drained. You know what I'm saying? You got thoughts in your head like, fuck it, I just got to go to work and just like that. So now you got shit. You know what I'm saying? So that lets you know right there, just based upon language and the realms of realities that's constructed amongst the 360 you in, your circumstance, it can create all kind of different, you controlled. Anytime you have to do something that you don't want to do, you controlled in a way. So everybody controlled to some way, shape, or form. I'm Archangel Uriel. I'm being controlled to make videos for y'all. You see what I'm saying? So even if I wake up one day and don't want to do a video, a spirit jump in me and tell me to do a fucking video. You know what I'm saying? So I'm being possessed by Archangel Uriel. But see, but that's something I want to. See, a lot of y'all need to stop getting possessed by these lower demons and lower vampires and shit like that. Just make y'all do some shit and get up a little higher. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? But look, check this out. Now, in the dream realm, now when you go into your soul body, right? Now you leave the physical, you leave the external realm, you leave the physical body. So you leave these two eyes and you go directly with that third eye. And you can use these two eyes there if you create them, because you don't have a body there. So if you looking at yourself in the mirror in your dream, or if you look at your hands or something like that, you created that on impact. You need to know that. So when other people got bodies, that's just the way you visualize them. But they don't really have bodies either. But that's another video. But we're going to get to what actually the dream world is. Now, the dream world, once you step into the soul, once you step into the vibration realm, you know what I'm saying? Now you are like in between. You in between the spirit realm, and which that's like no thought. That's where God and everything at. We're gonna start getting to those videos, right? But then you between the external realm, you know what I'm saying, the energy realm, where all the friction is going on at. So in this realm, we know it's based upon vibration now. So we know we know it's gonna be based upon it's like fluid, like. So I wrote it down. I'm if I could stay on task or whatever we talk about, so I'm going to some other shit. You know what I'm saying? So this is how you understand every dream. Now, pay attention to the rooms first. Pay attention to the rooms first. In any dream, keep a dream journal. The first thing you're going to want to remember is pay attention to the room first, because believe it or not, rooms actually affect your realm before people. You know what I'm saying? Realms, just think about it. Rooms are spaces within spaces that carry different vibrations. And how you know this is because you even interact with people differently depending on what room you in. You know what I'm saying? You in the kitchen, you know what I'm saying? You interacting with people in a certain type of way. When you in your room, you interact with people in a certain way. You go interact with your mate different than you interact with your kids in your room. You see what I'm saying? Bathroom, you interact, and then if you want to say that's simple, Dolo, that don't how you make something out of that. Well, just think about it like this: when you buy a house, what frequency, what spirit is giving you the idea to even look at something like this is the living room, this is the kitchen, this is the dining room, like. And when you look in everybody's houses, they pretty much got it in the same spaces within the space. If your house is a whole space, your space, you got spaces within spaces, right? What spirit, you got to ask these questions. What spirit out here made you think? So when you walk into somebody's house and say they got living room products in the kitchen, right? And then they got kitchen products in the living room, right? And then you'll walk in that person's house and be like, what the fuck going on here? This is weird. What made you think that? You see how you're getting confused on so many, you see how you're getting used as a vessel on so many levels? But certain vessels, certain beings being 7th and 8th and 9th dimension, and these beings is kind of essential for you to be used as a vessel. It's like part of those beings is part of your life. You know what I'm saying? But like, so you need to be used as a certain vessel by them. This subconsciously, you know what I'm saying? They part of the whole thing. When we get to 6th dimensional beings, that's like a star, that's like a sun. You could choose not to give a fuck about the sun, even though you would die after a while if you hide yourself from the sun, whatever realm of reality you in, because the sun creates the realm of reality you in. You see what I'm saying? There's many suns, so you have that idea to choose that, but you can't. You know what I'm saying? It's still a 6th dimension. Eventually, you're gonna have to need the sun. You know what I'm saying? A 5th dimensional being, you can really choose not to use a planet. You know what I'm saying? And it really won't affect you, but it affect you in so many ways in your life, though. Like if you choose not to use Venus, you know what I'm saying? You choosing not to use no love in this realm of reality. You know what I'm saying? That's the planet of love in this realm of reality. So if you don't use none of that, you might not experience no love back. You see what I'm saying? But you can choose not to use it. It won't really, and if you build up things in your head that it won't affect you, you know what I'm saying? See, a 5th dimension is a little slightly lower than the 6th dimension, but it's still something you can choose not. A 4th dimensional being is an oversoul. You can choose not to give a fuck about. That's the first thing you can choose not to give a fuck about. You see what I'm saying? And become your own fucking oversoul. That's what you're in training to do. Anyway, you see what I'm saying? Same way pets, like dogs and cats, those are the closest ones that's in training to become a human. But you got certain people who got snakes as pets and other things as pets and things of those, though. Just for a wild animal to become a stray animal and get into a situation where it do get captured, do get notarized and not be able to bite and be able to become a pet, somewhere in that animal's spiritual life, it's ahead of the pack. So it's getting ready to become a bigger evolution than them, because they on the trail to learning human ways and shit like that. You see what I'm saying? It's all, but the realm of reality we in and how people looking at it is controlled by oversouls. So if you looking at it like, oh, it's just an animal, and it just so happens that animal and got caught and just that, and you going in all these realms of the reality, you got those thoughts from somebody else. Yo. Every time you come back to yourself, you find yourself. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's how you know in a dream. Always pay attention to the rooms. So even if you outside, you outside the box. So pay attention what location you outside. If it's a familiar place or anything like that. Now, next, now here come when you interacting with people and shit, and places and things and animals in your dreams. Next, when you're interacting, the people or the things you're interacting with means little to nothing. It means little to nothing. You could be talking to a dragon, talking to a lion, whatever. All that means little to nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because you probably was an animal at one point in time. You probably was an ant and was about to get smashed by something big. So you just re-experiencing that vibration. But in any being still have a form of language with each other. So the vibration of what you're supposed to understand is always going to matter more than what you're actually seeing. Because you experienced all these experiences no matter what kind of vessel you was in. But, you know what I'm saying? That means little to nothing. But if you do end up singling out a person, a place or thing that you're familiar with, an animal or whatever, if you do end up singling, because a lot of times that happen. You always be in a crowd, you can't really tell no face, but you end up singling out certain people. If you do end up singling out somebody that you're familiar with, and they strike out a specific emotion, and that person is only there as a representation of that vibration. So what I'm saying is, if you do single out a specific person, place, or thing, or animal, something like that, they just there as a representation of an emotion that's trying to be sparked. And in your awake life, these people sparked that emotion. But in your the dream world with your soul in that world, You know what I'm saying? Because it's two worlds. You live in a yin and yang world. It's a yin and yang to everything. So the yang world is the external, the yin world is the internal. So the internal is not physical, so it's the soul body. When you actually are this oversoul, you know what I'm saying? But when you do this, the people, places, and things that you're going to see are just there to represent the certain emotion. The certain emotion is what you need to pay attention to, because that's going to be experienced. So now, once they are just a representation of that vibration, and the message might have had to use that person because that person may have sparked that feeling and that message that's trying to get you to understand at the moment. But the main thing to pay attention to is how you're feeling and what emotions are being sparked. So first pay attention to the room, then pay attention to the feelings. Now, here's a disclaimer. When you're getting spiritually, when you're on your spiritual journey and your spiritual path, and I still deal with this today, you're still going to experience other people's timelines and other people and other people's dreams, because you're still fighting to get to yourself. So you have to realize a lot of your dreams and a lot of just like when you're in your awake life, a lot of your thoughts and feelings ain't yours. It's a yin and yang in that realm. A lot of your feelings and thoughts in that realm ain't yours. So a lot of your dreams and a lot of things you're experiencing in your dreams ain't yours. This is why a lot of people have dreams, and they have more dreams that they can't control. The dreams that you can't control 9 times out of 10 is you're experiencing someone else's timeline, or you're being used as a vessel there. You get used as a vessel there the same way you get used as a vessel here. You know what I'm saying? In that realm, it's just way easier to do. Because things start in that realm. It start in the frequency, then it start in that, then it get manifested in realms of realities in the vibration realm, then it gets put out energy-wise and solid in the external realm. But you have to understand. You know what I'm saying? The frequency is like the astro. The vibration is the realms of realities, and the energy is the solid of it. So there, if you ain't in the energy, you still being used as a vessel. So this is why people who in religion may have, like Christianity, may have different type of dreams than a person who in another religion. This person hell may be different than another person hell. So when that person dreamed and woke up and was like, I was in hell, it'd be way different than someone else in another religion. And then a person who don't even believe in the devil or believe in hell won't never dream about hell. You know what I'm saying? So it's just different. So even when you dream, you still get used as a vessel. You see what I'm saying? So you have to understand. A lot of times when you dream, a lot of times they might not even be your dream. So you are experiencing oversouls and other people's realms of realities by spells that have been cast on you by people who say when in your awake life. People say you shouldn't do this, or you this, or you that, or you should do this, or you should get into this religion, or you should do. So when you get all them spells casted on you, whatever like that, you get used as a vessel here, and you get used as a vessel there. So when you dream, you even have their motherfucking experience. Should they even control you in that realm too? So you don't control your awake life, or you don't control your soul life. You'll control your dream life. we gotta get some control in this motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? Archangel Uriel is here though. You see what I'm saying? Now look. Now it's important to know. It's important to know yourself. This is why it's important to know yourself, because if you're doing things or feeling things you usually don't feel, and things that you usually wouldn't do when you're awake, then that's when you know you're either being attacked or you're experiencing someone else's timeline through your dreams. You see what I'm saying? So this is why it's important to know yourself, because what you would do here, this is how you start to gain more control of your dreams. Because the more and more you know yourself in the wake, like you know what you wouldn't do. That's just like when you transform and you go into a vessel that you're vibrating, that your frequency vibrating. That's what you do there. It's like subconsciously. So if you subconsciously know yourself here, it's like when you dream, you will subconsciously act that way there too. So you subconsciously knowing yourself there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're consciously aware. You're subconsciously consciously aware. You get what I'm saying? That's how it is. So you think you still control your dream, but you is just to the magnitude of you can do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you start to gain more and more control of your dreams. By knowing yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you're vibrating on that frequency. So when you go to the subconscious realm, you're already on that frequency. So you're going to be on the frequency of, I'm doing what I'm going to do. So immediately when you experience something in your dream, even in your dream, you're going to be like, nah, I ain't doing that. I'm about to do this. I'm about to fly if I want to. Like, because you're going to be think like that. That's how it is. I'm telling you, the more you control your emotions and feelings, that's how you control your soul realm. In that world, there's two worlds, the external and the internal. The internal is your soul body. It's just the soul before the frequency. You know what I'm saying? And then here is the external, when things got manifested from that realm. You see what I'm saying? Now, also understand the Yin realm is based on fluid. Now, understand the Yin realm is based on fluid. So, fluid is a higher frequency of water. All fluid, all that motion and movement come from vibration. So, you know, this world, just like the external, the spirit world, which is the frequency, is based on space. You know what I'm saying? Just space. You can suffocate. You know what I'm saying? But you need room. So if you got a cluttered mind, you're not even gonna be able to think straight. You know what I'm saying? That's too many spirits. You need room and space. You know what I'm saying? That's just like if and it all plays out here. That's if you got too much clutter, too much junk around, too much trash around. You got to clean. It's scattered. You can't find stuff. You got to clean your house, make more room and space, and you'll be able to think better. More room and space in your mind, be able to think better. Your frequency be able to know where to travel better, and won't be enticed by so many lights. Like I said, don't go in the light. Now, that's the frequency realm. Now, then we go into the yin and the yang realm, which is the vibration and the energy. The vibration realm, that's the fluid, the movement, the motion. So it's going to be dealing with water, your emotions and feelings, and the soul. And the external realm's the energy, was solid. You know what I'm saying? The things that became solid out of that, right? So if you know in this realm, you know the laws, how the laws work in this realm, how you move stuff in this realm. You know in the yin realm with your soul body is not physical. So we know it's dealing with water, the feelings, the emotions. So you know you in a fluid there. You're in a fluid, same way like fish is in the water. That's what you in here. That's what you in here. So the same way you know the laws in the external realm, I'm finna tell you the laws in this realm, in the yin realm, so you can understand how you can start gaining control. Now, if you know it's based on fluid, which is a higher frequency of water, then you know the lower you vibrate is the slower you gonna move in this world. So in the dream world, the lower you vibrate, same way you know how you vibrate low and high here, you know what I'm saying? In that world, you vibrate high and low. Just like in the external realm, since everything is earth and sound bouncing off hard shit, it's like, say you real sick or you vibrating real low or you really upset or something like that. The music you listen to is going to sound a lot slower. The frequency going to sound a lot slower. The happier you are, and the more you're in a vibe of a happy state, and the higher you're vibrating, the music sound faster. A lot of times you want to hear your song twice if you're in this stage, because you're going to be like, damn, the song over that fast? You see what I'm saying? So in this round, you leave the body and sound. You're looking at the realms of reality and the movements of the sounds. Now this is the sound. You see what I'm saying? So what happens here is in this, the frequency is water. So the lower you're vibrating, the slower you move. So this is why you may have some dreams that it may be real hard to do shit. It may be sluggish. Pay attention to what you're doing. You probably doing some low vibrational shit. You probably trying to fight somebody, probably trying to kill somebody, you probably trying to have sex with somebody or something like that. And it just the situation takes so long to get to the point. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially something you really want to do. You might win the lottery, but it seems like you're doing everything but going to get the money. You about to go to a party. You get happy. It seems like you're doing everything but getting to the party. You start to feel like you latent, procrastinating. You want to punch somebody in the face. It seems like it's so hard to lift your arm. You know what I'm saying? Those are low vibrations, and you probably thinking in your dream like, why is I moving so slow? You might be vibrating. So say if you get real scared in your dream, that's one of the lowest vibrations ever. You may even play out a situation where if you're getting chased or you scared, whatever make you scared, whatever based upon your realm of reality in your dream, if you scared, it may even play out in a situation where you feel like you're trying to wake up and you can't wake up. You might be screaming like, ah, and you can't wake up. That's because you vibrating real low, and then you move so slow in your dream that you feel like it appears that you outside of your body and you need to wake up. That's how slow, because you trying to come back in your body. That's the lowest vibration. Fear is the lowest vibration you could have in a dream. You know what I'm saying? But regular low vibrational shit is just gonna be slow, you know what I'm saying, and things of that nature. Now the higher you're vibrating, the frequencies you're vibrating, and that's like feeling happy. So make sure you ensure yourself to feel happy feelings and before you go to sleep, because the higher you're vibrating your frequencies, the faster you can do shit. The more shit it won't take too long to get to the point. You actually be able to fly. You know what I'm saying? Because things won't be weighing you down. Ain't stuff weighing your emotions and feelings down. And a lot of root chakra things that's in the external realm is things that weigh you down in the Yin realm, in the soul body. You know what I'm saying? And you wouldn't even know things like sex. You know what I'm saying? Things like your pleasures and your desires, things you desire to do, things that you really want. You really want to get some money. You really want to, those things, you really want to get a car. You realize in your dream you'll get a car, and then you'll be driving it, and then after a while it'll start to seem like you're riding a bike or something like that. Then you walking again, and you might be on the passenger side. That's because you're vibrating low, and your dream ain't really working like you to create somebody else's realm of reality. But a lot of times you're doing that. And like I said, your dreams ain't yours. But like back to the astral projection, how people may not understand that. Look, your dreams is the yin realm, your soul. So if it's based upon your emotions and feelings, you know that don't really have no look. So to see it with that's the third eye. So if we giving it look, we gonna give it color, shape, and form. So it's gonna look like the world you live in externally, right? So this is why it's a yin and yang to both realms. This is the two realms that's clashing. You know what I'm saying? That you have to see and experience in the middle. So you paint what you can't see with what you can see. That's using your third eye, your imagination, using your magic, using your creativity, right? So this is what makes you create, and you're using left brain, so you're actually using straight lines in a circle pattern realm of reality. You see what I'm saying? So you start to color it and give it shape, form, and give it faces and give it locations and things of that nature. So now you are experiencing yourself, the yin realm, right? You see what I'm saying? But when you experience in dreams that's not yours and dreams you can't control, that's when you know you're being used as a vessel. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times you just experience other people's shit. An oversoul is utilizing you, and you like a seat. Just like the movie Get Out. And you sunk way to the bottom, and you just looking at it like a movie. And this oversoul doing all this shit with you. And shit like that. Then you wake up like, oh shit, what was that? What was that? Motherfucking dog. Where was you? That should be the real question. You see what I'm saying? For real. This shit is real. This shit is motherfucking real. But, yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's based upon your vibrate. You know what I'm saying? The Lord, when you're doing shit that's real slow and it take forever to get to the point in your dream, that's when you know you're vibrating real low. When you're doing a bunch of fast shit, doing all this shit that you really want, and you actually doing it and shit, you know, that's when you vibrating real high. Pay attention to the rooms you in. You know what I'm saying? If you in a bathroom, that's a lot of times that means you dealing with a lot of waste that you need. And once you realize what room you in, realize the feelings and emotions you have. So did you really need to go to the bathroom and then you went to the bathroom in your dream? That means something you need to waste, something you need to get rid of, you know what I'm saying, in your life, you know what I'm saying? Or did you go to the bathroom because you just wanted to look at yourself or groom yourself in a certain type of way? Then that means you getting yourself together for something, you know what I'm saying? Because look, in the external world, think about everything you do in the bathroom. You either in the bathroom to let go some waste, use the bathroom, or you in there to groom yourself and freshen up, getting ready for something. You see what I'm saying? So it plays out in the same way in your dream, but pay attention to the emotions and feelings, and your dreams is gonna let you know what's getting ready to happen in the external realm. It might not be that same day, might not be the next week, might not be that month, but each day that you experience is gonna be each is going to be a piece, a collection of the building of what you're getting ready to experience. That's going to remind you of what you already experienced, because you already experienced it. See, the frequency is the idea of you, so that's your spirit, so that's your timeline. The vibration is the realm of reality where you're going to experience it, how the experience you're going to experience it. So if you're already in that world, in the dream world, then that means you already experienced it. So the time has already passed. It's passive. It's past. So when you come here in the present, in the external world, that experience has passed. So it's getting ready to become solid. So it's going to become your future in the external, in the present. That's how it plays out. So don't ever disclose your dreams. I don't care if it's a dream that don't make sense. You always pay attention to your motherfucking dreams. See what I'm saying? Flight boss, bitch. Goddamn air.